So I got a very important question to ask you, and that is, how many dark matters do you currently have? And if you're like me and you want 2K to release a lot of free stuff in the new season, then like the video right now, because in this video we gotta make sure that we're ready for the new season that is literally just a few days away. And so I do want to cover all the free dark matters that you can currently get, because some of them are going to be expiring sooner than others, and there's some that I feel like are definitely worth it. There's others that I feel like you shouldn't even bother. And so we're gonna be covering everything in this video, and let's get started with the first dark matters that are going to be expiring. And those of course are going to be the bold players. Now I'm going to tell you right now, Clyde Drexler, you want to get him. 100% worth it. One of the best point guards available. I know 2K has a lot of point guards right now. I'm actually in the middle of trying to get this done before it does expire. You can see I'm doing the assists, I'm getting the steals. If you got a friend, you know, you can cheese out there online, but for him you only have 1 day, 21 hours from when I'm recording this video. And like I said, Drexler is a really good point guard. I'm definitely going to get him before he expires. And speaking of another player that's expiring, we got Russell Westbrook right here, another really good point guard. Now if you only need one point guard, I would really go for Drexler, but if you do want to get Westbrook too, he's available for 4 days and 21 hours. Definitely going to be expiring with the new season, so he'll be gone. These two players you'll never be able to get again when it comes to just getting them for free. They'll probably be available later on in some packs and stuff like that, but you do have to go out there and complete these agendas. I'm actually going to finish this too. I've just been busy with the No Money Spent series, and so I'm definitely going to get these two free dark matters, and they're guaranteed, so you don't even got to get lucky. And by the way, 2K did say that Russell Westbrook is the final bold player, so we're not going to be getting another set of agendas for the bold player specifically, but I'm hoping we see some with the new season, obviously season 7, and some other things that 2K should be updating are of course the game modes, which at the moment you can still get Terry. You do have to win 20 unlimited games. When it comes to him, I don't think he's like a must-have player, but if you do like playing unlimited, then I would definitely get him. I'm definitely going to go after him. I just got to win 7 more, and then once I do that, I do end up getting Terry. Now another player, for example, Gilbert Arenas, whether it's worth it or not, if you already have a point guard, I don't think he's worth it. You definitely want to get Drexler. He's better than, Arenas, even though if you do want another point guard, you can go with him too. This one does require 100 triple threat offline games. Nowadays, that's what's considered free in 2K, is playing the game and getting rewarded, with reward cards, all this stuff right here. And so you definitely do want to go after Gilbert Arenas if you do need a point guard. And then, of course, we do have Amari right here, which I do consider him one of the players that if you do need a small forward, I would definitely get him. And the reason I say that is because he's 6'10", so really good size at the small forward position. For me personally, I already have a really good small forward, and so I don't know if I'm going to get him, because obviously I do have to get 50 clutch some online games. I haven't started with this one right here because I've been doing other things, but when it comes to him, he will be expiring in 18 days. So some of these definitely are going to be here longer, some are going to be expiring sooner. And then also we do have Eddie Jones, another point guard. Yeah, 2K just completely gave us a bunch of point guards this season. I'm really hoping for season 7, maybe they give us a bunch of small forwards and centers. That'd be pretty cool. But he's also available. When it comes to Eddie Jones, again, if you need a point guard, get him. If you don't even bother. There's only room for like 2 or 3 point guards anyway on your team. And then also they do have clutch some offline. Now Kevin McHale is a must-have free player, okay? I highly recommend him only because he's one of the better big guys we do have in the game that's actually available for free. Now at the moment, I do also have a very good dark matter at power forward and center, so for me, I'm definitely going to get him before he expires. But if you already have a better power forward or center, then you're good. But if you don't, then I highly recommend him. He'll be available for 32 days, so you got plenty of time. This one is going to be, of course, 50 clutch some offline games, and then you get other rewards too, including that Trae Young. And then also there is the new dark matter, which is another point guard. I definitely wouldn't even bother with D'Angelo Russell, just because you do need to play co-op. There is a MyTeam promo pack. There is a France. France definitely is a really good reward card. But when it comes to another point guard, again, if you already have one, don't even bother with D'Angelo. Unless you like playing co-op, and that goes with all these game modes too. Like if you like playing triple threat offline, definitely get Gilbert Arenas before he expires. If you like clutch some online, get Stoudemire. But when it comes to these specifically, I would definitely go for at least Kevin McHale. I would also, of course, go for Stoudemire. And then the other ones, it really depends if you need that position and so on. And so definitely go after those players. And speaking of the new season, of course, we are going to be getting a new level 40 reward, and so that means that Shea will no longer be available. And I'm gonna tell you right now, he's one of those players you definitely do want to get, okay? 100% worth it. You want to get Shea, one of the best point guards in the game. I know I said earlier that there's a lot of point guards, but he should definitely be your primary point guard if you're like a free-to-play player. And even if you're not, he's still one of the best point guards in the game. And so I highly recommend him. Definitely get him. Get to level 40. You still got, some days. Obviously, pop your double XP coins because those are going to be expiring too. too. So you definitely do want to take advantage of this time right now to get Shea. And there's still even more free dark matters, especially with the new ones that 2K ended up releasing. But I do also want to mention this dark matter Glenn Rice, because 2K made him one of the best players in the game, not only as a reward card, but one of the best cards we have seen in any year of 2K. So he definitely is 100% worth going after. However, though, he definitely is a hefty grind. You can see you have to complete one of these right here to get him. Let me know if you guys have gotten him specifically, because again, he is one of the best players. I do want to mention him just because if you do still want to get him, you have until the new season to unlock him. So definitely go after him. And now there is another really good dark matter, and that of course is the Kembe right here, which you guys can see 7'2", 7'6" wingspan. To get completely, like, I wasn't expecting them to do, you know, something like this. They gave him a really good release, very quick release timing, Michael Jordan dribble style, one of the best centers we've gotten, especially since, you know, we've had a lot of point guards. And so 2K finally did give us a center. But the thing is, though, for him, you had to complete salary cap, and so you actually had to get 3 players throughout the season, and so you actually had to get multiple free Galaxy Opals. You know, when it came to that, for example, Tony Parker, you had to get, basically, if you ended up getting all of them, you were able to lock them in, and then you get the Kembe, which, by the way, also, you know, we're mentioning dark matters, but Galaxy Opals you can still go after. For example, Laurie, you know, same with like Tony Parker, he's available. He's the final player you needed for the Kembe. You should have already had Buddy, and you should have already had, you know, basically the previous rewards, even though you didn't need 3. It was these 3 right here, Dan, Tony, Buddy. And so if you did end up getting these 3 players, you can now unlock the Kembe if you do finish the final round of salary cap. And now if you want something easier, 2K ended up updating the challenges, as you see right here. They actually ended up adding a lot of dark matters and also a bunch of free players. I actually already completed this on the No Money Spent series, and like I mentioned earlier, I've been busy with the No Money Spent account, which is one of the reasons why I have all these done already. Again, I am juggling multiple accounts. I have the main accounts, I have the No Money Spent account, so luckily for you, you only have to do all these agendas and challenges one time. And you know, for me, I gotta do it twice because I'm trying to collect every player. Now when it comes to these, you can see you end up getting a dark matter Chris Middleton. You do of course end up getting a dark matter Tyrese. You do also end up getting a dark matter Tyrese as well. Maxey, another point guard obviously with these 2, but if you do need a shooting guard, if you don't want to go after Glenn Rice, Chris Middleton definitely is a player you can rock. And especially with how 2K made these challenges super easy, you can actually see all the requirements. If you have any questions for these specifically, I ended up doing it on my No Money Spent series. You know, I did it in the previous episode. I ended up getting every single one in one single episode. That's how easy they are. It's just a matter of going into the challenges and getting them done. And you do walk away with 4 free pink diamonds. You do end up getting 3 free Galaxy Opals. And if you saw that episode, Derek White is really good. One of the best Opals we have in the game. You know, same with Mobley and McDaniels, really good pink diamonds. And then, of course, when it comes to the dark matters, you know, Tyrese and Middleton, you can definitely rock with them. Maxey isn't really too crazy because he is undersized. Tyrese has a little bit more size to him. And then, of course, Middleton being a shooting guard. So that's going to be 3 more free dark matters that you can earn by playing the game. And 2K did say that we're going to be getting more free dark matters from the playoffs. And so these specifically right here, you have a lot of time. They're not going to be expiring anytime soon. But the other dark matters that I mentioned, they'll be gone soon, especially with the new season. And so definitely go after any reward card that you want to get right now. And I'll be sure to keep you updated. In the meantime, check out the No Money Spent series. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.